Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. These are 5 habits that show that you have low self-esteem. I'm gonna give you guys quick and easy steps on how to have self-esteem, how to be confident, how to trust yourself, how to love yourself. Sometimes we really go through seasons where we just feel fucking ugly. I will say that a lot of these signs come from childhood. I want you to know that you weren't born with these insecurities. You weren't born with low self-esteem and no confidence. In fact, you were born with the most confidence. Like, I swear, like as a kid, you could probably do the most craziest things without fear, thought, insecurities. And if you did, it means that like you were programmed even younger as a kid. So I don't remember a time where like my family didn't criticize me or the people that I've seen or the things that they said or the gossip that they've done. It's, if anything, I've always kind of been in a negative criticism like environment where they pick on you and they think it's funny and they say it's Mexican culture, like you're being too sensitive, you're this, you're that, and it's okay to make jokes, it's okay to say things to one another because it's funny. All jokes aside, if you're not seeing someone actually be confident and live into their word and say positive things to themselves or make money or have success, trust me, those jokes are nothing compared to not having a role model or someone that's positive in your life. You know what I mean? So today I'm going to be talking about the 5 habits that I didn't know that I had low self-esteem. The moment I started working on myself and I did the shadow work and everything, I realized, and I'm not gonna lie, I have secondhand embarrassment of just thinking about myself from the past and how low self-esteem I had, like how low confidence I had. And I think about it and I'm like, dang, if I would have worked on it way sooner, I would have completely been a whole different person. Like, I could have done so many things. I could have had more opportunities and I could have fulfilled. I could have had more money in my pocket. Like, I would have done more with my confidence. I would have had more with my confidence. I would have had more with the self-love and the self-esteem and the things I say to myself. And I just want you guys to know like how important it really is to do and have and be these things, especially as a woman. Like, it's 2026. Like, we need to have a sense of identity. We need a sense of control and discipline in the way that we speak to ourselves, because sometimes we think it's funny, like dead ass. We think it's funny to say I'm stupid, this, that. And it's like, it's not a joke. Like, the things you really think about is your reality. So I just want to say that before we even get to start, because man, like, if I fucking knew about confidence and self-esteem or like learning or something, oh my God, I would have been such a different person. I probably would have been my higher self right now, because to be real with you, this shit takes time. You can't just fucking poof, say affirmation and all of a sudden, it's like, no, that's just not how things are. That having confidence and discipline takes years and years and years in your practice. Like, it's crazy. So that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So these are 5 habits that show that you have low self-esteem, and I'm going to give you guys tips and quick tricks that you can do on an everyday scale, and they're realistic, so I don't want to lose you there. Number 1, you apologize for everything. I've never really been this person because I'm a very unapologetic person, but I remember when I was around like 17 and I started to date and I was talking to boys, I realized that I was more sorry for things that they did to me and their behaviors. Like, I always thought it was something I did, and to be real, I never even thought I had low self-esteem. So I thought I was running shit until I really was like in a relationship as a teenager, and I realized like, oh my God, why is he acting like that? Why is he doing me like that? He's kind of dissing me. I don't know why he's so passive. I realized that I wasn't as confident as I thought I was. I realized that there was more to having a relationship and more to like self-esteem and how people treat you. I didn't know that self-esteem was how people treated you. I thought it was the way that you just treated others and the way that you treat yourself, but no, it's like how you let people treat you. And sometimes when you have hard eyes for someone, you will put down those walls and you will start to allow things that you wouldn't have allowed. You will put your walls down. A lot of the time too, low self-esteem comes from not having parents that gave you confidence and they gave you that, or maybe your brothers or your sisters, your cousins, or maybe your friends, like you guys just pick on each other and stuff. But I always was apologizing in my relationship. I feel like I was always the fault, and I was okay with saying I'm sorry and this that. Like, I would do the whole 9 about being sorry, and when it came to me, it was like no one was ever apologizing to me, and I'm always like, okay, maybe it's just me. Like, maybe it's just me, and like I keep bottling all these things, and then all of a sudden I don't even trust myself anymore. I don't even like myself anymore because I'm allowing all this treatment to happen and I'm just being okay with being okay. Sometimes we get trained to just be quiet and just accept things for the way they are. I for sure had to learn that like love is not how long you stay. Love is not what you put up with. Love is not what you guys get through. But something I realized about apologizing for everything is that deep down you feel like you're a burden. You feel like you're bothering these people. And that can come from parents. You know, you could always be feeling sorry for the things you do because they make you feel sorry. They make you feel dumb. They make you feel like you're in the way and you're being this thing and you're being that. And I want you to forgive them because honestly, you have to forgive yourself first. Forgive yourself first for even being in that position. I used to beat myself up and be insecure about the fact that I used to let people treat me like that because I didn't want them to, but I was too shy to speak up. I wasn't able to because when I was younger, it was always just be quiet, stop talking, respect your parents, don't talk to your mom like that, don't talk to your dad, like no back talk, no nothing. So it's like when you're out there on your own and you're like wanting a relationship, you want to do things and you want confidence, and then you start apologizing for you being you without even noticing it, you're lowering your self-esteem. Why do you have to always be sorry? Why do you have to be in that frequency level of guilt and shame? And if I would have known about frequency 2, oh my God, I would have gone crazy, bitch. I would have went crazy. But honestly, guilt and shame, if you don't believe me, I'll put a chart up over here. But guilt and shame and fear are all in the same category, and it is the lowest frequency you can vibrate on. And then trust me, people can read that off you, okay? Because you're gonna start attracting narcissists. You're gonna start attracting people that take advantage of people, and it's like, how can you blame them? I mean, like, you're being so easy. You're being so apologetic. It's like kind of hard not to, because people that are confident, they don't apologize for the things that they say and the way that they are, and they'll just say the door's over there. You don't like me for who I am. This is me. Like, I don't have to over explain myself. I don't have to do the most. I don't have to say sorry. This is me. Like, fuck it, this is me. They hate us because they ain't us, okay? If you're one of those girls that say, I'm sorry to everything, and you're always making up for things, I want you to actually turn that into gratitude. Or let's say you're like, oh, I'm so sorry for bothering you. Can I please borrow something? Like, sorry, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't want to be that person, sorry. I want you to just say thank you. Instead of sorry for bothering you, I want you to say thank you for your time. Because you got to remember, you're valuable. I don't want you to be in the frequency of fear, shame, and guilt. I want you to actually be in the frequency of gratitude. Like, thank you. Say thank you, because it's really gonna make a difference for you. Number 2, look, I'm still kind of guilty of this one, I'm not gonna lie. So number 2 is you need people's approval before you make decisions. This one can be controversial because it's like, what the fuck you mean? I can't ask my friends, my sister, like, what if they think this is nice? But I'm talking to the people that constantly always over ask for approval. I've met girls where they're like, oh, can I have a chip? And I'm like, go ahead, like, what the fuck, eat the chip. And it's like, oh, can I have this water? I'm like, yeah, drink the water. Like, there's 2 water bottles. It's only me and you. Do you like this picture of me? Yeah, I like it. It's cute. And I posted like, but do you really mean it? I'm like, no, yeah, seriously. Like, I wouldn't tell you I would like it, but if I didn't like it. And she's like, okay, I just want to make sure. And it's like, what do you think about this? Should I put this in the comment? Like, do you think I should put this in the title? And I'm like, girl, like, damn, you posted shit on your page. Like, I don't know. Oh my God, my sister was like that too. She always was like asking for approval. Like, she always was like, should I eat this? Should I put it back? Should I get some water? You should put ice? It's like, damn, girl, like, you gotta make decisions. You can't be on nobody's back doing that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta have confidence in the things that you choose. And it's hard because sometimes you're so used to your like family kind of telling you what to do. You're kind of used to being a pushover, low-key. You're kind of used to being told what to do, and you're not really a leader. You need to start making decisions on yourself and start trusting yourself, because the truth is, you don't trust yourself. You don't trust yourself, and you're insecure about the things that you do choose, and you always question yourself, why did I choose this instead of the other thing? And the truth is you just gotta see things through. You gotta make a lot of mistakes in order for you to grow. So if you're not making mistakes and you're always choosing to be perfect, you're always trying to choose the right thing, you kind of miss the character development, the growth that you actually get from like maybe choosing the wrong thing. I don't know. I don't really believe in choosing the wrong thing, because I feel like if I chose the wrong thing a couple of times, it led me to choose something else that was meant for me. Try to find something in you that, like, get to know yourself a little bit more. Like, ask yourself, like, why do I like this? Like, what do I like? What don't I like? You know, like, how, if it was my way and it made me feel good, how would I do it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, ask yourself, get in tune with yourself more, because being on people's back like that little questioning shit, it wasn't really me. Like, it was me for like a point, you know, when you get a little boyfriend, you're like, what should we eat? I don't know what you want. But dead ass though, like, when my sister would do that shit, oh my God, bro, bitch, I would lock the fucking door on that shit. I'm like, I'm sorry, you can't come in my room, because I don't know, she's like my older sister, so she's like a couple years older than me, and I love her, but god damn, like, that was like really fucking annoying. If you don't know like things to make decisions on, like, try making decisions on like what to wear, what to eat, what to post, where to go, what to do. Make small decisions that like you probably wouldn't make, and kind of keep your word. Number 3, third habit that shows that you have low self-esteem would be that you constantly compare yourself to other people, and or you have a lot of envy envy. This is something that's so interesting because I've actually had this conversation before with a couple of people, and I asked them, like, you know, like when you look at other people that have more than you, like, do you get jealous or do you see that as you? And a lot of people tell me they get jealous. Like, they're like, why not me? Or why couldn't I done this before? They kind of beat themselves up. And I just want to let you know, like, you're being way too hard on yourself. Where you come from, what was left for you is so specific. No, you're not going to get the same inheritance that Kylie Jenner got. Like, no, you're not. You guys are not from there. You don't have that story. Those are not, you know what I mean? Like, you guys, it's just like you're given what you're given. To me, I used to be a really big envious person when I was super insecure. I mean, to the core. Honestly, Instagram wasn't even one of those things I wanted to do. I couldn't even be on Snapchat because I'm like, damn, bitches be looking good with no filter. You know, I used to use the dog filter all the time, and it just was like, damn, like, why does everyone look better than me? Like, it really took until, like I said, like working into myself and kind of like stepping offline for a while. And I mean like a while, like it was probably like a year where I just is like, no, I'm not going on there. I'm not gonna look at that. I'm just gonna work on myself. And I'm not joking. I feel like for real, it really started when I started working out, because I wasn't even out of shape. I actually was like really skinny at the time, and I just thought, like, you know, this is my opportunity. I was working at Chipotle. I was probably like barely 18. I'm eating good. I'm kind of skinny. Just like eat every day my free meal, and I'm gonna go work out. And I used to work out in my garage. I used to literally do burpees. Like, I used to do push-ups, sit-ups, crunches, the whole thing, girl. Like, I don't even really have all that. I was able to just like kind of look at my own progress. So, you know what I mean? I was like able to stop comparing myself, because I just deleted the apps and I just started working out. I started cooking. I started eating. I started like just doing things. And it really is better for your mental health to just take a break. But another thing too is, after I saw the progress, I started rewarding the people that did have those things. I started like fitting in a little bit. Like, once you get a little bit of progress, you kind of can like fit in and put yourself in a category where like you see results. And once you see results, you have nothing but gratitude. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing like being how you want to be, like being happy in the mirror. Like, when you can look at yourself in the mirror for real, and you could really poke at little things and be like, at least I like this one thing. At least I like my eyelashes, or I like my eyebrows, or I like the way that my lips are. Like, something like those small things are what really will change your whole outcome of looking at yourself and comparing. Because to be real, like, I used to want to be white so bad. Like, I'm not joking. Like, all my life I was like, if I could be anything, I'd be white. But then I asked myself so many times, like, why would I want to be white? Like, why? And I thought in my mind that when like you were white, you were like automatically cooler, prettier, you had more friends, and you had like really cool family. And it's because like my insecurities was that I wasn't cool, I didn't have friends, and I wasn't pretty to myself, and I didn't have any family. And I realized that, like, wow, it's not that I wanted to be white, it's I wanted the benefit of being white, like what I thought the benefit was. Man, like, I started looking at myself and started realizing, because I started having like a lot of white friends, I'm like, you know what, they're going through the same shit I'm going through. Like, this is crazy. So I just started looking at small things about myself, and I started like really liking them. The things I used to really hate, I really love about myself. And of course there's always gonna be that one thing, but it's like, nobody's perfect, bruh. Like, I remember one time someone told me, they were like, oh, did you know that no one's perfectly perfect on each side of the face? And I was like, damn, because like my eyebrows at the time were crooked, and I was just like, damn, and everything on my face was just fucking like sideways. But I didn't know about gua sha. I didn't know the like the thing that you put your face with and the stone, and I didn't know about these things like massages and creams. Like, I didn't know about that. So it's like, the more you know what I mean? But like, yeah, that always made me feel good, because I'm like, they're not like your eyebrows, like they're not sisters, they're cousins. You know what I mean? Like, those small things just made me feel better about myself. Like, oh my god, other people feel that way about themselves too. But, or like the selfie one where like they look in the mirror and they look a certain way, and then they take the selfie and they look like butt ugly. I feel that. But yeah, like, you have to understand that you're not them. There's only one of you. And that's another thing too. I used to try to be other people. To a T, and I like rejected myself. And that's the thing. You have to stop rejecting yourself so you can get to a point of working on yourself. And when you start working on yourself and you start like making your hair look good on your body, on your head, and you start making it look good to you, I promise you will get results, and you'll just be like, oh my god, I should have done that way sooner. I can still kind of be what I want it to be in my own way. I feel like when you make things look good on you is when you really start to find yourself. You can mix those things that you liked on other people. And a lot of the time too, people get like, it's like about money or job status, boyfriend, like the lifestyle, all that. Trust me, I be feeling that too. I be wanting to go to the strip club and do all those things too, but it's like my morals don't align with that. But I get envious sometimes. I'm like, damn, they get it so fast and so easy. But you just gotta remember that there's a price to everything. There is a price to everything. Sometimes you don't want to pay that price. And paying the price of being negative towards yourself and being critic towards yourself and comparing yourself and picking yourself apart, that's a low frequency. You know what I mean? And then you, like I said, you radiate that and you only attract friends to confirm it. You know, your reality is going to only match up to what you're vibrating on. When you're vibrating on like a insecure and you compare yourself, you pick on yourself and you say these things, if only if, and all these things. And it's crazy because it's always the people that do that never put in the work. They always say all these things, oh, if it could just be this way, or why not me, or like, I'm good too, like, it's so easy, all this stuff. If it's so fucking easy, why don't you do it? You wouldn't be so damn insecure. You wouldn't even compare yourself as long as you focus on yourself. Like, you will win the moment you focus on you and you make it and like you make it you against you. You versus you. And if you're your only competition, I swear on my life, bro, you're gonna start leveling up in every area. I'm not joking. Like, this is real life. I can show you guys a picture of who I used to be and like the way I used to hunch my back and the way I used to walk with my head down. Like, oh my God, I could just see myself now and I'm like, bye, bitch. Peace out, bitch. Cause like we not even, now we definitely not even cousins, you know what I mean? Like we're not sisters, we're not cousins, we're not nothing. Or like when you do see something too, like let's say you're in a season where you're just mad picking on yourself, I want you to just be grateful. And I know people say it all the fucking time, and I know they hate hearing that shit. I used to hate hearing that shit, like, man, okay, bitch, I ain't looking like that, I ain't come from that. When you can have gratitude towards something that you feel envy towards, man, your energy just, you definitely quantum leap when you give gratitude towards the things that you would usually hate on, like genuinely in your heart. Like, and you know, you say that compliment, you're like, damn, like, you look good, girl, and then you like wish that you look like that. Yeah, that has to go, because that frequency, like I said again, like you're vibrating in a place where it's like you would never have a real friendship. You would never really even reach that level because you're on a hate level. You're on an envy level, and you want to give gratitude. Like anytime that you're hard on yourself, like this whole thing, the whole solution to this, the whole thing is just give gratitude, and just finding peace about, like, think about it until it feels good to like be okay with it. You know what I mean? I actually told my boyfriend that the other day. I'm like, you need to think about a thought until the point where you actually are okay with the thought. You're happy with it. You're happy the way that it was and like the original thought you had. Like, maybe you are ugly, bitch. Maybe you do got fupa. Like, maybe you do got the back rolls, the muffin top. You know what I mean? Like, you got the cauliflower, the cellulite. Like, you got the, you know, cottage cheese. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you feel me? Like, okay. And if it was, so what? That's that's how I move on to the next step. So the fuck what? Maybe I am fat, bitch. Maybe I am out of shape. Maybe I do eat cookies a little too much. Maybe I do snack on them chips a little too much. Maybe I go eat at In-N-Out a little too much. Maybe I just do. Maybe I drink too much soda. You know what I mean? So the fuck what? Maybe it's me. But you know what? What I will do is I will maybe stop eating out so much, and maybe I'll cook my own things, and maybe I'll, you know, make the stuff that I used to like eating out, maybe I'll make it inside. Like, you know what I mean? Like, compromise, love and hate it at the same time. Like, maybe I am fat as fuck, but bitch, my ass will be on that treadmill, like, you know, counting them calories and drinking my protein, like something. Like, you can't hate and then not do nothing about it. Like, because I have the same thing too. I have the same mentality where it's like, bitch, your hair is so like all over the place, but I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna spend all day and I'm gonna make it feel to where like I feel beautiful, you know what I mean? So it's like, add to it. Don't just be an envious bitch. Like, you know, add to it. You know, if you're jealous of her, why not go be her friend? Maybe she'll help you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's simple shit. You know, you gotta love yourself, and we're not taught these things. So it's like, I forgive you too. Like, don't worry, because I used to be an insecure bitch. Like, you know what I mean? I used to be really insecure. Number 4, your self-talk is negative. So yeah, like we already said that. But here's the thing. It's not funny to call yourself stupid. It's not funny to call yourself an idiot. it's not funny to call yourself like ugly sometimes. It's just not funny. Like it's like not funny to me, especially because my mom grew up like making jokes like that, and it's just like, we're just joking, but it's like, it's not a joke, because like you're getting my subconscious to believe and identify with these things. You know, when you go around certain people, you know they're gonna say a certain thing, or they're gonna compliment you, or maybe they're gonna diss you, like, you know what I mean? So it's like every time you see them, you're in the character of, I'm stupid and I'm X, Y, and Z, because like they said that to you, and like you low-key kind of believe it, because why else would somebody else tell you that? You know what I mean? So it's like, you just gotta watch your thoughts. You can't let your thoughts get you somewhere. Like, you might hear something in your head, but that doesn't mean they could be in the front, like in front of their mind. Like, you tell that bitch to go to the back. Like, that bitch can go to the fucking back of the line. Like, if I had a thought now to me, bitch, to the back. You feel me? Like, I don't even know who invited her. You know what I mean? I don't fuck with that. I'm just like, bitch, so if I was ugly and my hair was flat, so I can go home right now and go blow dry this bitch, and you know what I mean, put some hairspray in this bitch. Like, I could redo the whole thing, so you know what I mean? So it's like, what I'm gonna hate on myself? Like, I'm all I got. You gotta remember, like, you're all you got, bitch. Like, I don't got time for that. Like, I had enough. And you know what's crazy? I only had confidence and had these things because I got to a level where I just was like, one, I hate myself, and two, I hate the way that people treat me and view me, and three, it's like, I want those things though. Like, that's where I stayed at. I want those things. Like, so if you don't know what you want to be, and you don't know what to work on, you don't know what to do, start with the things you don't like about yourself. Start with the things that you feel insecure about. Like, write that bitch down. Like, here's the thing, like, when you write things down, there is a 90% chance that thing is going to happen, because you're taking something from the unknown, the unseen, things that are just in your fucking head. It's up in the air. And you're taking it, and you're taking a form of action, and you're taking a pen to a pad, and you're dead ass writing word for word, sentence to sentence. Like, you're writing these things down, and they have meaning. These things that we write down, they have meaning to it. You're writing it in the 2D. You now created something that you can see within your own mind. Like, you can look at it, you can tear it apart, you can throw it away, you can just have it on your wall every day. You can look at it and preach and look at, like, you created something. So it's like, take the time to write down what you don't like about yourself, and sit there and really think, like, what way can I be grateful for these things? Like, think about it. Be grateful to be fat. Bitch, you ate. You feel me? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. So it's just like, you can always work on yourself. And you know what's crazy? I be so excited to like not like something about myself, or to not like something about life, because I'm a problem solver. You gotta get your mind to click and to think, like, what could we do even if we didn't like that thing? Like, yeah, sometimes I get jealous that people have more money than me and they have it like that. But you know what's crazy? When I look at them genuinely, it takes practice. I look at them and I see me. I know that that's my frequency, that I called that and they called me. Because look, there's no difference. There is no difference. There is no difference between me and the Maybach, and there's no difference between me and the Toyota. Okay, because I was driving stick shift, and I saw a Maybach. You know what I mean? I saw a Mercedes. I saw these things, and it's like, you can call it what you want, but look, I love my imagination. I love the fact that I can think about things that I want to be, and when I think about other people, I want to give them gratitude. Like, I have now gotten to a point where it's hard for me to hate on a bitch. I wish I could, because I used to be so funny. Like, I used to troll so hard, and I used to do these things, but have so many friends. But to be real, like, real recognizes real. And like, if you want something genuine, you want to really love yourself, you want to really have confidence, like, that shit comes from within. From the way you talk to yourself, from the way that you look at yourself, from the way that you allow others to treat you. Like, you cannot talk negative to yourself. Like, for real, like, that calling yourself ugly and stupid and fat and this and that, like, bitch, stop. Like, I can't stay. Like, there's nothing more that gives me an ick rather than people that always pick on themselves. Like, it's just like unattractive. It's so unattractive. Oh my God. I remember there'd be guys that, like, back then I'd be like, I think you're so handsome. He's like, I think you're lying. I'm like, that is so not hot. Like, you're not being sexy. Like, it's not humble to say you're ugly. Like, you're not more humble, bitch, because you didn't take the compliment. Take the compliment, and you don't have to give it back. Like, I know you know that I'm cute. Like, I'm cute. And if I know that you know and you know that I know that you're not as cute as me, why would I say it back? I might say I like your phone case. You don't have to lie and be like, oh, you too. Like, just keep it real and be like, oh my God, thank you so much. That made my day. Move on. Like, I mean, like, you don't have to people please and give her what, take a breath, relax. Like, it's not that deep. Like, you don't owe people things because they're being nice to you. I used to do that too. I used to always like never accept anything because I was just like, no, like I can't. But it's because I didn't allow people to give. I was not in the receiving mode. I was in the self-hate mode. But replace your criticism with coaching. Tell that bitch to the back. You need to stop talking to me like that. I don't know who the fuck you think you're talking to. Like, I be having little fights with myself, like for real. I'll be like, you feel me? Like, who the fuck you think you talking to? I don't know what fucking personality that was, but bitch, don't talk to me like that. You feel me? Like, do not talk to me like that. You gotta think about it. You gotta think about it too, is like, I used to hate the fact that no one used to stick up for me. So I used to stick up for other people. You know what I mean? I used to be that person. Like, I remember, I could just think about so many times. I'm like, bitch, who you talking to? Like, why are you talking to me like that? Fuck you mean, bitch? And it's crazy. I'll never argue with somebody that's dumber than me. You know what I mean? Like, that's it's just frequency shit. I'm too woke for this shit, bro. Like, before I was woke, I used to just be talking crazy to myself. Like, I used to be so crazy. I couldn't even do my eyebrows back then because my eyebrows, I never I never did the razor thing. I never plucked them. Until I was like really in high school. But I didn't really do my eyebrows. My eyebrows be like up here. They're so thick. And I used to like fill them in with fucking like the e.l.f. pomade thing back in the like 2015. It was like fucking dark. And I used to do it from the front to the end, like dark, like a square. And I used to be like so mad because I used to use the concealer brush. I used to like paint it back, and I'd be like, what the fuck? But those were the days. You know what I mean? Those were the days where I was hating on myself and I was hating on others, and I was just hate. And hating's not cool, bitch. You know what I mean? So like, you get your frequency up. Number five, you being insecure, having low self-esteem. You break your own promises. And oh my God, like, you guys, I have been a victim of this for so long, of my own self, my own ways for so long. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. I can talk about this topic forever. Give me a podcast. Put me on the show. Put me on Jilly. I don't give a fuck. I can talk about this one. When you break your own promises, bruh, that shit right there, I swear, there was no... I wouldn't even wish that upon nobody. Like, I'm gonna be so dead with you. I wouldn't wish that upon nobody. Because when I used to... There was one thing. Being insecure, having low self-esteem, and then breaking your promises. Breaking your promises, that's probably the worst thing I've ever done to myself. Calling myself stupid and ugly, it's funny. I got a joke out of it. At least I laughed. But when I didn't do the thing I said I was going to do, and I kept saying tomorrow, I'm like, bitch, you're supposed to go to the doctor's appointment. You're supposed to go to the fucking dentist months ago, weeks ago. But I'm so fucking scared. You know what I mean? Like, there's always, you know what I mean? Like, there's always something behind you not doing the thing that you said you were going to do for yourself. And majority of the time, it is pain in a way of thinking you're doing, and the consequence of da-da-da-da. Like, there's pain somewhere. And all my life, bro, I used to, like, it wasn't even until I was like, damn, it had to have been like this year. I think that was something I had to deal with, because I had the confidence, I had the stuff, I had the self-esteem, but the one thing I couldn't do was keep promises to myself, because like my world had shifted. So it was hard to do the things that I said I was going to do, because I knew it was kind of low-key impossible, because my world shifted. So it's like I couldn't do the things that I used to do to get me to where I wanted to be. I had to do new things and find new ways out to get to where I wanted to be, because things had changed for me. And it was like a good change, but it was a new change for me. So it's like, I didn't have a car, so it's like I couldn't get a job here, I couldn't do this thing, but it's like I had to figure something out. It's like every day I would tell myself, I'm gonna work out, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and I have it on the fridge, I have it on a post-it note. Oh my God, my lights went out. I had it on a post-it note, I had it on a thing, I had it on my phone, I had it on an alarm, I had 10 alarms, I didn't fucking wake up. Why the fuck did I wake up? I knew I was gonna do this shit, I knew last night I was gonna do it. And it's crazy, because the truth is, you don't have a good reason for why you want to do the things you do. You don't have a real reason. You don't have things that really motivate you. You have a mentor listening to you, like, and if it is you having goals and knowing that you should be doing these things, you're not having an environment where things are motivating you to be prepared. Like, bitch, are you set up for success? Do you you even have the gym clothes ready? You know what I mean? Do you have the shoes right next to it? Do you have the toothpaste and the face wash, like the keys and the this and that? Did you plan to go to sleep early? Did you have 8 hours? Like, do you plan for these things? Did you eat before bed? Like, these type of things are the habits that get you low self-esteem, I promise you. And when you can't keep a promise to yourself, why the fuck would you believe when you say you're beautiful? Why the fuck would you believe when you say, I'm successful, I'm this, that? When you don't even know, when you know that you don't even listen to yourself, that you're going to go to the gym tomorrow. I mean, you stop believing the things that you say. You start doing that. You start looking at yourself as a failure. You start looking at yourself and you start having guilt and fear and shame. And it's like that frequency, man. And that frequency will put you in, it'll put you in a hospital. It has disease. Like, you can have diseases from thinking that way. You can have fucking mental illness from thinking that way. Like, I'm serious. That should be like stress, anxiety, and fear, man. Like, that shit will like really, it'll put you on a frequency, man. And it's crazy because one thought leads to another thought, which leads to another thought, and your brain likes to find things to make it true. So it's like, let's say you are like fearful, or maybe you don't like the pain of working out. When you don't work out and you don't go through that pain, you don't have the self-confidence, because it's not even about doing the thing and getting on the treadmill. It's about telling yourself, I can, I will. And the more that you say that to yourself, and the more that you see the progress you can actually see on the screen, you actually feel a little bit better about yourself. You sweat it out. You got a little bit of water. You got, even if it's 5 fucking minutes on the treadmill, bitch, like, you better get your ass down. That it's the habit of going. It's like, you got ready. You did this. You did that. Just for you to do that small action. Like, these things are big, bro. Like, I don't want you to downplay going to the gym, because you don't realize you're waking up, you're going to sleep, you're planning ahead, you're doing these things, you said you kept your word. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much action that it takes for you to do the simple things in life. And if you only knew that your little tiny fucking habits, the way you go to sleep, the way you had water, the way you ate before you went to bed, I didn't know that those things mattered. I didn't know that those things were being seen, because it's the things you do behind closed doors that makes you you and your reality, and have the things that you have. Like, if you ever want to like really change, look at your bank account, bitch. Look into your bank account, and you tell me where your results are at. You tell me how successful you are. You tell me then, and you ask yourself, like, what are the pains in my life? Why am I so hard on myself? And how can I love myself? How can I be more grateful? Because the truth is, a lot of the things that we go through in life can be solved through gratitude. There was times where I didn't want to work the job I wanted to work, because I felt like I was bigger than it, but I had to humble myself, and I had to do what I had to do, and I had to make the money. I had to do the things. I just remember just like being stressed out, and just being grateful, like just being grateful that I can even be there and be stressed out. Like, at least I was doing something about it. Like, you gotta think about these things, and like, I swear to God, a form of prayer is just gratitude. And the more you can be grateful for things, every day, if you could pick one thing you liked about today, like, what the fuck would it be? I ask myself every day, what was your favorite part? I'm like, I brushed my teeth. I don't know, like, what the fuck, something. Like, you gotta pick something, like, you know what I mean? I don't care if it's corny. I mean, like, just pick something. Start deciding on your own, making those decisions, and doing those things. So like I said, you will date narcissists. You will attract people that step on you. And guess what? It's not even their fault. You have a thing on your forehead that says easy. You have a thing on your head that says kick me. A thing on your back. You know what I mean? You're attracting these things. Like, how can they not? How can you blame them? You know what I mean? Like, you're putting yourself out there, and you're portraying yourself a certain way. Like, you're nothing. And guess what? You're worth everything. Because to be real, you cannot pay to live another day. Like, I'm telling you, it don't matter if you're flawed. Like, life is about being flawed. Life is about working on those things. Life is about feeling those things and feeling bad about yourself, and talking to yourself and say, no, fuck that. I'm better than that. I'm stronger than that. I will beat that, and I will be better than what I say to myself, and I will show myself that I won't do this one thing at least one time. Make those small promises that you can do. Like, I know tomorrow I'm gonna say I'm gonna brush my teeth, and then I'm gonna wash my face. Not wash my face and brush my teeth. And if I can do that, and I can remember to do that, and I have a sticky note, and I look at it and I say, no, just do it, even if it's dumb. I do shit because I am tired. I do shit because I don't want to do it. I do shit because it's hard for me. I do it because of that. All these little excuses that I used to give to myself, I do it because I said those things. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to do this because I don't want to. No, I don't want to fucking sit here in the dark, but no, I don't want to get up. I want to make this video. It's important to me. It's important to me that people learn how to go through the things that I went through. Because I didn't have nobody. I didn't even know about YouTube videos doing this shit. I didn't know. You know what I mean? I didn't know those things. It wasn't even until a few years ago that I started looking at self-motivation and women talk and all this shit. I'm like, damn, people in this generation are so blessed, because I remember being young and just having nobody. Like, I remember just being young and just going for a walk. Like, I remember just walking forever and like not having nowhere to go, no one to talk to, none of that shit. You know what I mean? And now we got communities on communities and like all these things. Like, God bless. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just so grateful. When you have that gratitude, people, when you know you can respect yourself, best believe you will be tested by so many other people that put you back in your place to try to make you feel like you're less than, that you leveled up, you're too good. Yes, the fuck I am. And what? That's my motto to life. And bitch, I'm broke. And okay, you can take my man, and I'm still breathing. You can't take that shit away from me. I mean, you kind of can, but like, that's kind of crazy. I didn't even think about that. You kind of can. But anyways, though, it's like, even then, fuck it. I'm still, I still got a soul, bitch. You can't take that. You know what I mean? It's like, what can you do? It's like, really, sometimes I would just shut the fuck up. I used to talk so much to my head. Sometimes life just got so funny. I just shut the fuck up and be like, like, what can you do? What can you do? I'm late on rent, bitch. What can you do? Like, like, I'm sorry. Like, the only thing I could do would be better. Like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, don't be hard on yourself. Because if it was someone talking to your friend like that, and if it was, I used to think that too. I used to think like, would you say that mean comment to your friend? And every time I used to think like, no, I would not say the things I say to myself harshly to somebody else. No, I wouldn't. So why the fuck are you treating yourself like that? And it's crazy. I went through so many people treat me bad, and it was my fault. But when you mature, you realize it's your fault and that you forgive everybody. But like, it was just like, I blamed so much of everybody making me like this, that, and I blamed, and I had guilt. I just, all that. And I really let it go by just being like, so what? Because if it was like, if it really was me, like someone else saying that to like somebody, and I heard them saying like, oh, you're fat, I'm like, bitch, who you talking to? You know what I mean? Like, that's just, it's a reflex. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just be like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, you can't do that. You know what I mean? Like, it really be like, I'll slap the shit out of you, bitch. Like, why you talk to me like that? You know what I mean? So don't let nobody talk to you like that. You wouldn't let nobody talk to your friend like that. You wouldn't let nobody talk to your mom like that. Like, I envision these things. Like, I envision like, what if my mom said that to herself when she was looking in the mirror, and I'm with her, and I'm like, damn, that would hurt my feelings so bad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want nobody to feel that way. So I give out compliments when I feel ugly. Bitch, I'll be ugly as fuck, and I'll be giving everybody. I'm like, I like that. 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 And all of a sudden I look at myself, I'm like, you know what? I like me too. You know what I mean? I fuck with me too. Like, it's a mindset. It's a mindset. It's like, but it's crazy because before we even wake up, we knew what the fuck we were going to do last night. We knew that last night we weren't going to do it. That's why you slept in 5 more minutes, another 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes. Like, you got to realize that like, past you knew you weren't going to do it. But you got to get yourself to know, like, you got to get yourself, like, your past stuff, you got to get that version along with you, because you got to make a decision. Do you want to be comfortable, or you want to change? Change ain't easy. Change is not easy, but it's like, also too, it's like, it's not as hard as you think it is. Like, it's, when you stop saying that shit to yourself, and you're like, shut the fuck up. Like, I used to remember hearing, like, from people like, oh, things are hard, it's hard. Oh my God, things are so hard. It's like, shut the fuck up. Like, develop a reflex that just in your mind. Like, even if you don't say it out loud, just be like, shut the fuck up. Like, something. Like, you have something, bitch. Because, like, if you have no self, you could. And you know what's so crazy? Before I close out this video, I think there's nothing sadder than a beautiful girl that has, like, everything that every girl wants. Like, someone like a Megan Fox, the most beautiful girl ever, and she is the most insecure and low self-esteem. And it doesn't matter who you are, what you are. I swear on my life, it happens to every and anybody. And people go through seasons, people go through years, they go through like their whole life being insecure, and they go their whole life hating on other people. They go on their whole life trolling and being mean and thinking this shit's cute. It's not cute, bitch. That's why you got negativity around you. Like, it's like, I can't stand negative people anymore. I used to be so negative, but now I've changed and I've grown, and I've learned how to just like accept things for who they are, and I forgive myself. I give other people, and it's like, man, when you start viewing yourself differently, like, life changes in a flash. And sometimes it really be the most insecure, the most famous, the most rich people that do have insecurities and stuff like that, because we're people. We're not fucking, just because you're famous, bitch, don't mean you're perfect. Like, life is full of imperfection. That's why we're here to do jobs and do things, and like, fuck it, it's like that. You know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Only thing you can do is go up. Unless you just sit there all your life and you complain and you don't have gratitude and you sit here and be like, I don't understand, this means nothing. Okay, then you have no morals and your life goes nowhere. You're gonna be the same for the rest of your life. And I don't know. I get uncomfortable being the same. I look at myself, I'm like, damn, I could see already so much I would do with myself and how far I would go. Because the more you benefit yourself, the more you become beneficial for other people. And if you can get yourself to that level, I mean, like even spraying like perfume on you, just doing your hair every day and washing your face every day, exfoliating once a week, like just those tiny little fucking habits, man, it will get you far. And it's just like Karate Kid, like jacket on, jacket off, jacket on, jacket off, jacket on. Like it's like a reflex you start to develop in yourself. It's like, no, I can be these things. And if something in my mind still tells me I can't, guess what? I'm going to still do it, even if I'm scared. That's my video. I'm very hungry. My lights have turned off on me. And I want you to know that you're not alone and I'm here for you. And if you guys have any more questions or videos like this, please let me know. I have a video that on my channel that got some views on there. It was like, it was kind of like a topic like this. It was like, when your boyfriend, why your boyfriend follows so many girls on Instagram. I like doing topics like this because I feel like I'm very funny about it, but I'm very tired right now. I'm very hungry, and I just want to get this through because I told myself I was gonna do it tomorrow, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be ahead of myself and set myself up for success to where I can just post a video tomorrow. So that's where I'm at with it, and I just want to be honest with you guys, let you guys know, and have a backbone, girl. Like, have a backbone, because ain't nobody else gonna do it. I used to think that my homegirls would stick up for me when I used to like be bullied and shit, and they didn't say nothing. And so I was like, bitch, you ain't shit either. Matter of fact, everything she said about me is about you. And I'm just joking, but yeah, I see, like, damn, like nobody's gonna stick up for you the way you can stick up for yourself. It's facts. Anyways, I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, give a like if you like it, give a comment if you like it. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.